What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is your review for Married to Medicine season 7, episode 14. Next week is that's the end. Next week is the season finale, and then of course we're gonna have 2 or 3 weeks of reunion. But this episode was pretty much a filler, so we're just gonna go ahead and go through it. I think they were just giving us a little something before the finale. It was a few things in there. We start the episode off. We see Quad hanging out with Cynthia from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Seems like they've become friends. Oh, before I forget, shouts out to Gary with the T, who was in both episodes tonight. He was in Real Housewives of Atlanta. I didn't mention it in my review, but he pulled up on Portia and Marlo when they were riding around town in that little mobile bar thing. And then he went to go see Heavenly, and they showed him getting his teeth cleaned or getting some work done on his teeth. So shouts out to Gary with the T hanging out onto the Bravo. I could see Gary getting his own show, not a full reality show, but something where he's like a something. He's funny. Anyway, I think he's hilarious. But anyway, and I'm glad to see that you are doing better, Gary. Moving on. But they were hanging out. Come to find out, they are friends, and they've been friends for a while, running in the same circles down to the ATL. And they were talking dating after divorce, basically. And Cynthia was like, "Look, I met my man on a dating show, honey. Who would have thunk it? But here we are." And they just kind of talked. It wasn't nothing deep with it. Nothing deep with it. Then we saw Heavenly and her family. She was having, I don't know, it must not have been Sunday dinner. I don't know. They were having dinner. And the boys actually came. Her oldest sons don't film. We've seen them a handful of times. They don't do no whole lot of scenes and all of that. But they were having family dinner. And the conversation was about Aurora, isn't that the baby's name? Wanting to hang out with her friends. And she's 13 and she's getting to that age where she wants to start doing stuff without her parents, going to the movies, hanging out, whatever, parties and stuff. And y'all know Heavenly ain't trying to have none of that. But Damon was like, you know what? I'm okay with it. You could tell he was hesitant. He felt some kind of way, but he also understood that this is what has to happen. She's getting to that age and, we have to let her go. But it's funny because her older brothers ain't feeling it either. The one brother was like, I don't think you should let her go. And the other brother said, y'all going to the movies? I like the movies. What movie we going to see? And I was like, that is cute. And that is so Big Brother-esque, okay? And when Damon said, I think we should let her go, Heavily, she went along with Damon. She said, I know that when it comes to my baby, I am irrational. I know I'm not ready for her to go. I know I'm not ready to accept that she's growing up. And so if Damon says that it's okay for her to go, I have to be okay with Damon saying it's okay for her to go. And so that was cool. And then they were talking to her like she was 5. Now eat all your vegetables before you go. That's a good girl. I said, y'all, I hope that was for the cameras, because Lord, if you do that to that child all the time, good Lord. Anyway, then we see Toya and Eugene. Eugene coming home. He's tired. They talking about the housewoman. It was a cute family scene. We saw her cooking dinner. He came home and gave her a kiss. The boys were like, ew. It was cute. It was a really cute thing. But they were talking about this housewoman, honey. And Toya was like, look, y'all know Toya know how to throw a party. So, basically, since I have no intention of doing more than one party, this is it. This is the last housewoman because this is the last house. I got to do it right. So, of course, she's planning her big to do. Her budget is 10,000, and she ain't told Eugene nothing. But her guest list is about 100. Now, I'm not into party planning, but that sounds like I don't know. Anyway, we'll see what we come up with next week because the party's next week. Then we get over to Scott with the kids. And they show him cooking dinner for the kids and getting the kids, homework and all that stuff together. And he's doing a confessional the whole time. He's sort of doing a talk over the whole time. And he's basically saying, look, I think I did do this. I think that what my wife is accusing me of, I did. I did not I did not consciously make that decision, but I did create an environment. Um, and I got to figure it out and I got to fix it. I have to see it. I have to fix it. He said, I was resistant to therapy, but I am thankful because I think it did help me see what I was doing to Contessa. And then we see them have a therapy session. And again, he tells Contessa, he says, you know what? You're right. I probably did say things. No, he didn't say probably because he took full responsibility. He said, I did. He said, I did not make this easy. And I think I did set some traps that would force you to come back home. And the therapist said, we're going to call a spade a spade. You sabotaged it. And he said, that's a hard pill to swallow. He said, because what I want my wife to understand is that I am proud of her. I am proud of her because it takes a lot of guts to say, you're going to go back to school. It takes a lot of guts to make that decision. It takes a lot of guts to, do what it is you want to do. And I did not make it easy. And, you know, I did put my feelings onto the kids in my actions. And Contessa said, I know you didn't do it on purpose. I know you didn't do it on purpose. And he said, I want you to finish. He said, because my wife is not a quitter. So I feel bad that I put her in a position where she felt like she had to quit because she is not a quitter. And so she said, really? He said, yeah. He said, we can make this work. I want you to go back to school and we are going to make this work. I said, yes! Because y'all know, I love me some Contessa and Scott. And I was not feeling it. I was not feeling where they were. I didn't like the tension. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But I'm so happy that it is what it is and we are where we are. So definitely on their way to figuring it out and Contessa getting back in school and getting that degree, honey. She's gonna be our Surgeon General under probably not this president, but the next president. Okay. So yeah. Now Buffy is planning a spa day. Now she has decided to rent a cabin on the outskirts of Atlanta. She said she wanted a more intimate setting. She said because her house is sort of big and she wanted people to be forced to be together. I think you just didn't want them in your house again because when they was in your house the last time, Jocelyn Hernandez almost drugged Toya by her ponytail. So I think you just didn't want them women in your house again. But it's okay. Now Buffy kept throwing shots at Jackie. Okay. Jackie threw a couple back in their confessionals. So 2 weeks from now when we get to the reunion, it's going to be addressed about her relationship and where they stand. Now Buffy had all the ladies meet her at her house. And then they played a video for them to say, look, we're going to go somewhere else, get on the party bus. So they had they bought their bags and stuff for the spa. Bought their bathing suits and everything to change into the spa, to change for the spa. And you had Jackie, Heavenly, Toya. Everybody met them at the house except for Contessa. Let me not go through that. Now Mariah showed up. She gonna have a boot on. She said that she broke her toe the last night in Cabo. She said they stayed in Cabo. Her and Aiden stayed in Cabo a couple extra days, and the last night there, she tripped over a tile by the pool and she broke her toe. And she needed some help. So she was late. Now, this is what I don't understand you needed help with. You have 5, 6 other women there that can help you do whatever it is that you need to do. What did Lake need to help you with that you couldn't do? What exactly did you need Lake there for? Come on, Mariah. Stop it. Then you didn't do anything. You sat on the damn couch the whole time. You didn't get no spa treatments. You didn't change into your bathing suit. You didn't do anything. Because, if she had participated as much as she could, then I'd say, okay, well, maybe Lake, because, maybe Lake helped her change into her bathing suit and stuff like that because maybe she didn't want the other women to see her naked or whatever. Okay. But you at no point in time did any of that. You did not get off the couch. Now, I saw you fix a plate. You did do that. But you didn't do nothing else. I don't understand what you needed help with other than being messy. And then Buffy said, now when she called me and asked me if she could bring help because she broke her toe, She didn't say she was bringing her sister. She just said help. Now, Heavenly being the real ride or die that she is, Heavenly texted Quad and was like, look, girl, I'm going to let you know now when you get here. It's some mess. Lake is here. Mariah done bought Lake. So Quiet already knew when she got there what she was walking into. I mean, I'm sure she was already on her way when she got there, but she knew what she was walking into. Now, on the bus going down to the house, Toya was just determined to stir some stuff up. Because on the bus going down to the house to meet Buffy, Toya talking about something. I guess y'all ready for a spa day. I mean, we could feel the tension. I mean, is there anything? And everybody was just looking at Toya like. Then they get down there and they had this, Buffy had the spa treatments. Now Buffy said, look, I didn't want the ladies to have to wait. So I hired 6 masseuses for everybody and it looked like it was even more than that. But they didn't have to wait. All of them were able to get whatever spa treatment they wanted together. So they didn't have to take turns. That was cool. Because I've been to spa parties where it's only 1 or 2 people. It's cool because people can talk and stuff like that, but you're waiting to get your stuff done. So I could definitely see that. Now all the ladies thought they were going to like an actual spa, not Buffy's rented log cabin. But it was cool because it was a nice house. And again, she had her chef there. They had drinks. They had food. They had the people there to do the spa treatments and stuff like that. So it was cool. Now Buffy was being real extra. I mean, she kept screaming and hollering and getting excited. I mean, she was doing a lot. Buffy was real extra. I don't know if Buffy then dipped into her husband's prescription pad or something. Buffy was being real extra. I don't know. Toya was getting a body mud rub, whatever, and she was enjoying it a lot. There's a lot of oohs and ahs coming over there from over there where Toya was, honey. And Toya had on her bikini and it was really a tankini. It wasn't a bikini, and it really wasn't inappropriate. I mean, I thought it looked cute on Toya. I don't think it was anything bad. And Dr. Simone tried to cover her up like she had done something wrong. Now, Buffy's bathing suit was a bit much for a spa party with your girlfriends. I mean, she was giving us a lot. And again, she looked nice. I don't think it looked bad on her. It fit. It was nice. I don't think it looked bad on her. Let me be clear. I'm just saying that looked to me more of a pool party event type bathing suit, not spa party. But girl, do you? Um, Jackie was real stank the whole time, honey. Jackie was not feeling it. She was there. Jackie was like, I'm just here so I won't get fined. Because Jackie was not feeling it for Buffy and her spa party. But baby, she was just there to say she was there. Because we know if they not there, they don't get paid. Not that I think Jackie need the coin. I think Jackie just trying to be a team player. Anyway. Um then there was a part where Mariah, Lake, uh Contessa, Simone, and I think it was Jackie. They were all there. And they were just talking about about Lake being there. And of course, Lake kind of got a little snappy. She was like, well, that's my sister, and I'm gonna always have her back. So then somebody said something about, I don't know if it was, I don't know who said it. I don't know if it was Lake who said it or somebody else, but basically was saying that, that's why I know that that's what it was Lake, because Lake said that's why I know friendships can be mended, because we're sisters and we fight all the time and we're good. So I know friendships can be mended. So then, Simone said, well, do you think you and Quad could ever be friends again? And she said, I have no comments. I have no comments on that. Then I'm trying to make sure I got this the right conversation. I'm gonna just go ahead and finish that up because I'm not sure if they had 2 separate conversations or this happened all at the same time. But then there was a situation where they were asking about Lake and Quad. No, I think this was a separate conversation because this time Quad was there. And Quad was basically like, wasn't saying nothing really. And Lake was saying that her and Quad had a friendship from years ago, and they are privy to things about each other that the rest of the group doesn't know. And, so it is what it is. Quad ain't say nothing. So then Toya's going to say, well, is there anything you want to say, Quad? And Quad was like, I don't want to do this. Quad said, I'm not getting ready to do this. We're not engaging. We're not doing this. And so I think everybody except for Toya felt the vibe. Toya going to keep going. She said something else. Um, and it was sort of like, Toya, shut up. Like, it's been clear that they're not interested in doing this. Shut up. You know? Because I think Lake was open to the conversation if Quad had engaged, but Quad was like, I'm not giving it to you. Like, you're not getting that from me. You're not getting no conversation from me. You're not getting no arguments from me. You're not getting nothing. I'm just here. So then Contessa said, oh, this happened after something else. Okay, I'm gonna get to what happened. Well, I'm gonna go on and say, honey, then after they did the spa treatments, Buffy then got brought in some goat yoga. I'm so sick of seeing people do goat yoga. If I have to look at one more reality show where I have to look at people do goat yoga and act like they don't know what goat yoga is, Quad says she never heard of goat yoga. And I'm thinking to myself, every reality show for the past 3 years, somebody has done goat yoga. But all right. And they did what they did. They did the yoga. The ghost jumped up on them. The ghost pooed. All the stuff that we done seen the ghost do. Anyway, so this happened after the goat yoga. So then Contessa was saying, I think that it's okay for people to just, not necessarily have to be friends. We don't have to force it. Like she said, because there's not going to be a resolution. You're going to see things your way. The other person's going to see things their way. We don't have to have a resolution to move on. I don't have to agree with you and you don't have to agree with me. And I didn't think she was saying anything wrong. And I really thought that what she was saying was pretty valid. And Mariah jumped on her and was like, Contessa, I mean, you could just be quiet. You don't have nothing to say about this. And she actually snapped at Contessa. And Contessa was just like, well, I mean, I was just saying, like, we don't have to force a friendship. I really didn't see what the issue was. I really, really didn't see what the issue was. But Mariah got all and was doing all like this. And Contessa was like, you having a seizure? You all right? I don't know what that was about, honey. I don't know what Mariah's issue was, but I understood what Contessa was saying. Contessa was like, look, they're at a place where Quad is going to see it the way she sees it. Lex sees it the way she sees it. And we ain't going to never know the truth. Like, neither one of them are going to change their story at this point. So why are you trying to force something is what she was trying to say to Toya. Now, here's the other thing that was pissing me off. Quad brought up a good point. Quad said, if I was such a horrible person that did all these horrible things that they're accusing me of, why they so cool being in the same room with me? I mean, and that's what Dr. Heavenly said, look, if I was sitting across from the woman who slept with my husband, it's gonna be a problem. Like you want to get security because we're gonna be fighting. Then here go Messy Toya on the other end talking about some. I mean, if it really didn't happen, why Quad so tense? Why is Quad so mad right now? I mean, if it didn't happen, what's the big deal? Because if it didn't happen, that woman went on national TV and accused her of sleeping with the husband. Like, what are you talking about? And then Contessa brought up the best point of all. She said, they're not even together no more. So why are we even still talking about it? I agree. Why are we even still talking about it, honey? So anyway, it was a nice day, like Buffy said, the people who gonna like me like me. The people who not gonna like me, it is what it is. And of course, she, gave the side eye to Jackie one more time. But even Dr. Simone said Jackie is here in body, but she is not here in spirit. And she said, for me to be friends with both of them, it's a hard position to be in. So anyway, that was pretty much what happened. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments, please.